What's up everybody, Anthony with grand.daddy.herps back again with another video. Yes! In today's video, we are gonna have the debate of whether or not you are a pied person or a clown person, and I'm gonna give my opinion on which gene I prefer. I also wanna give a shout out, I'm doing this for every video. Leave a comment, your comment might just end up in this video. So this one goes to Joe Bartolo. He wrote, even though this show is in yo hood, I appreciate the realness. Keep doing your thing, Ant. It's still kind of post-COVID, so it'll pick up for show in the near future. Keep it real, Ant. Cali baby. Yeah. So if you guys want your comment featured, please leave a comment in this video and it might end up in the next video. Let's get into it. I don't have a straight up single gene clown, but this is something that's really close. So this is an Orange Dream clown. The Orange Dream is gonna help it keep a nice lighter color through adulthood. They're also notorious for having these head stamps. He doesn't really like being out very much, but you also get the busy pattern. A lot of times you get alien heads and water drop markings down on the sides. And they're notorious for having that clown face. So, man, this guy really doesn't want to be out. So you can see, looks like he's got a bunch of makeup on his face. A lot of times they'll have mustaches and stuff like that. But that is your typical clown. Your piebalds will have mixed levels of white, as you can see on this male. This male is actually a pied 100% het for Desert Ghost, and he has bred several times this season, so we should get a few clutches for him. But let me get this male put away. I'm gonna get out another example or two. Some that are actually gonna be calm and chill out, so I can talk a little bit more about it. Okay guys, so I'm first gonna highlight the pied gene, show a few examples. So again, you get mixed levels of white. Looks like this one got some poop smeared on him. But this is an Enchi hypopied, so it is a double recessive along with the Enchi, which is an incomplete dominant trait, meaning it does have a super form. So what I like about the pieds is that you get the pure whites that will bleed through. The Enchis tend to throw really low white pieds, whereas most pieds do end up either medium white or very high white. This is a Mojave pied, so they typically will throw very high white pieds. And so depending on which route you want to go with your pieds, you can add certain genes and it'll help you achieve that. So if you want high pattern pieds, you go with the Enchi. If you want high white pieds, you can go with things such as Spider, which give you an all white snake with just a little bit of color on the head in most cases. The Mojave pieds typically are high white pieds. So lots of different routes you can go. Now, again, what I do like about them is that you get a lot of the white. You get a variance in the color, the patterns, the saddles. I'm going to show you a few more examples and then we're going to get over to clown. Okay, so just like I stated before, if you add Enchi to pied, you get a lot more pattern. So this is an Enchi Orange Dream Yellow Belly Gene X pied. This is actually a buddy of mine snake that I'm pretty much pet sitting. And again, this is what I believe to be a Mojave Enchi or Mojave Pastel pied. I'm not too sure, and that's gonna lead into the stuff that I dislike with pied, but I'm gonna get to that at the end of the video. But I wanted to show you a few more examples to show you that depending on what genes you put in, you can either get the high white stuff or you can get the medium low white stuff. So two other awesome examples of piebald. Okay, so here we have two examples of clowns. So again, with clowns, they're notorious for having really cool head stamps. They're known for having a lot of alien heads or a lot of pattern. Of course, you can get leopard in the mix and you can reduce that a bunch. So this is a cinnamon spot nose clown male, and then here I have a banana pastel clown female, and you can see there's a lot of alien heads, really busy. She's got that unique head stamp, which again looks like it's got all that makeup, you know, blushing, all that cool stuff. Very typical. They've got the water drops that you can see, the silver water drops going all the way down. And what I really love about clown is that they are a heavy pattern mutation. So the way I like to do my breedings is I like to add as much pattern and color as possible. It's almost like if I'm an artist, right, and I'm trying to paint a canvas. So I want genes that I can work with that add a lot of color, again, add a lot of pattern, and just have a potential to basically endless potential to make cool, wicked stuff. And you're gonna achieve that with clown. So I'm gonna show you a few more examples, and then I'm gonna get into the cons of the two. and then you guys can decide which one is your favorite, and I'll tell you my favorite. Okay guys, I decided to bring out 3 because this girl's in shed. It's not doing her any justice. But this is a butter leopard banana clown. So as I mentioned earlier, the leopard will actually stripe out the dorsal pattern. This is a banana leopard clown, so same snake, just missing the butter. And what's neat about the leopards too is their head actually gets reduced, and you see a lot of these, they almost look like sword handles. So you get, the bottom of the sword, the 2 sides where you would hold onto it, and a lot of times it kind of leaves a spear. It was more pronounced when it was younger, but all of the alien heads with leopard end up turning into spots. So adds a whole nother dimension of your clowns. So really, really cool. You don't get a whole lot of that, of the teardropping with the leopard stuff, but some combos do have it. Again, you get all those broken up alien heads that turn into spots. You get some of the teardropping, and then you can see her head that has that kind of like sword handle look, the point. Really awesome female. This male has been a stud breeder for me. And then again, you get a lot of busyness when it comes to clowns. So this is a hidden gene Woma. He's also actually coming out of shed, but his colors are not looking anywhere near as good as they normally do. But this is a hidden gene Woma, and it's either mahogany or mystic. I have to breed it to prove it out. But tons of busyness, tons of watermarks dripping down. Again, really busy pattern. And with some clowns, depending on what genes you put into them, it'll actually erase that funky clown looking head. But you can tell with all the alien heads and all the patterns that this has clown, just with the experience. Clown is notorious for being very, very busy like that. And the cypress, the mahogany, the mystics, they tend to blush out the head and just turn it straight gold. So I'm gonna put these away, and then I'm gonna talk about the cons of both of them. Okay guys, so these are the last 2 examples I'm gonna show, and this is gonna be the cons with Pied and what I don't like about them, and honestly it's what actually made me not invest in Pied years ago, and why it took me so long to get into Pieds. So what's good about Pieds is you can throw 1 to 2 genes to them, and you can make some really pretty stuff. This is a pastel inchy Pied female. And this male, I have no idea what he is. And that's the issue I have with Pied. You tend to throw more than 1 to 2 genes into Pieds, and it becomes very, very challenging to identify what's in them. And from a business standpoint, that you basically take a financial hit, because you can't be selling animals for what you think they are. You have to pretty much be certain when it comes to that stuff, or else you're gonna have to price it out as a discount. And so in some cases, like this male, I think he's potentially an inchy blackhead pied, but if I were to sell him, I would probably just offer him at an inchy pied possible blackhead. Now, if he proved to be blackhead inchy pied, the value will actually go significantly up. But again, that's what I hate about pieds, is that a lot of them look the same. He looks like a regular inchy pied, but at the same time, he doesn't. I've seen multiple inchy pieds, and I've seen some that look similar, but no 2 ever look the same, right? So that's the challenging part. Sometimes when you get, Orange Dream, Yellow Belly, Inchy, Fire, and you start stacking those really bright genes, it's really hard to say what exactly is in it. And again, you're gonna have to sell them at a reduced cost unless you can absolutely 100% guarantee what genes are in them. So that's actually what kept me out of pies for a long time, is that they all kind of look the same to me. How many yellow and orange snakes can you really make with pied before they all start to look the same? And then once I really started seeing some of the dark pieds, like the mahogany pieds, the blackhead pieds, that's what really made me love piebalds. And so, along with the orange dream pieds, of course, and the inchy pastel pieds, they're beautiful animals. But that's what made me late to the game, and that's what I dislike about them. So I'm gonna get over to the clown and tell you what I don't like about clown, and then I'm gonna tell you which one are my favorite, and then I'm gonna wrap up the video. Okay guys, so this is a big banana clown female. She actually just laid her very first clutch this season, and I'm gonna use her as an example as to why I dislike clown. So most clowns will actually brown out as they age. You don't get a whole lot of that when it comes to the pied stuff, as long as you have enough bright genes in it, which can be the case for some clowns, but more often than not, they do brown out. Doesn't really matter what you put into it. What the hobby is kind of moving towards is desert ghost clowns. And that's what's helping preserve the clown colors. And so that's really the only thing I dislike about the clowns, is just the browning out. This girl, when she was first born, she was insanely beautiful. She had so many lavenders, pinks, purples, would look like some blue colors at times, and her colors were just popping, her patterns were popping. But now that she's gotten older, she's actually dulled out, and part of it is because she's got the banana gene, and that's, you know, they live up to their name. As they get older, they get the black spots like a banana does when you leave it out. So that would have to be really the only thing I dislike about clown. Honestly, I couldn't think of anything else. So between the two, my favorite is the clown, because you can add so much pattern, so much color, just so much you can do with the clown stuff, and they're much easier to identify. It's much easier to break down each individual gene in a clown over breaking down individual genes in a pied, because the pied has such a strong influence on pattern, color, so it just gets really difficult to identify. So let me know, are you, you know, the clown gang, the pied gang, which is your favorite? Again, the clown is my favorite. I will always be a clown fan. I've loved them when I was younger. I always knew I would have one, and here I am working with them years later. So again, let me know down in the comments what you think, and yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. All right guys, hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Shout out to the clown gang. Again, leave a comment, let me know which side you're on. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, it might get featured in the next video. All my links are in the description. I set up a link tree to make it easier for you guys. Also, in 2 weeks, I will be vending at the Pomona Reptile Expo, so come by and say what's up. I'm gonna have an awesome booth. It's gonna be fun. You know, come by, grab a beer, and let's chat some snakes. But until next time, guys, it's Anthony with Granddaddy Herps. Peace.